Hey, what's going on, y'all? Back with another one. Back with another one. This is Sunday Madness 44, the 44th edition. As always, salute. I'm your host. As usual, man, it's been a long week. And last week, I got something to surprise for you. I don't know what I'm going to do Wednesday. I'll come up with a topic, political topic. It's going to be something unique. And we're going to talk about this modern day election and things like that. Let me get set up real quick. Okay. Ooh, I didn't even set this up. Damn. Dun, 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 no, no, no. Yep, I set it up. All right, I set it up. Yeah, been busy, but it's been wild lately. Everybody's been wild. They talking about that dress pearly things. I was the first one talked about it in the spring that she was clowning you niggas, man. It's hilarious. You niggas get so emotional with some shit that don't even matter. But I was watching Duke last night talk about this Hafe or whatever his name is, Nigerian, going against Coach Greg Adams. I thought that was very interesting. I thought that was very interesting what's going on and things like that nature. And it's pretty much what I see right now is it's not no collapse or anything. Well, damn, my Eagles is whooping ass. Okay, on them damn Steelers. Hell, that ain't no game. Well, shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at the score right now. Yeah, the Cowboys got the lead. I mean, the girls, excuse me, the girls, and then you got the Bears and whatever. Lions, I'm shocked. Lions is pulling, sports is crazy, but you know how sports is. And the Patriots, I just can't believe they're trash this year. But then the Titans, they got a game later on next, 4-2. Commandees, the military industrial complex type team, but no one gives a fuck about. No one gives a fuck. They still the dead skins to me. Shouts out to the people from Twitter call them dead skins. Man, they do them dirty. But anyways, yeah, man, I saw that last night's stream, and I had to say something. But dude was preaching to the choir, talking about the marriage shit. These dudes are weirdos, man. Like, I mean, he's off of it, and I remember him from the roommates. I know he's the type of clown. He's a typical Nigerian clown, like they always are. I know what's his name. What's his name? Duke is one too, but Duke don't understand. Duke's young. I have to disagree with him on the marriage thing. It depends on the individual, and the people in the chat are fucking slow. Marriage is what it is, man. Like marriage, if you think about it, it is a business. If you're going into, I'll say like the reason people say it's a business, that's because that's celebrity shit. That's not realistic. Quiet as kept. If you look at it as a business, you're trying to be something in this pathetic ass country. That's how y'all look at it. To me, I don't give a fuck about what this country has to offer. Some people marry for love and just want to maintain control of the woman. That's just, and I found something interesting. Shouts to the Absalom for sharing that link to old girl. What's the name? Virtuous Woman talked about the slavery part with the black man and the woman. I'm going with that today. That's very true. She's very right. She needs to study more history. It's deeper than that. There's a reason why the woman was like that. It's always like that in all culture. It's just a sad thing. And I'm glad she said something about feminism has a little bit of patriarchy. I'm gonna challenge that. I might do that Wednesday. I might challenge that argument. I ain't gonna talk about feminism, but I'm gonna do some research, just a little bit on the daily philosophy, and then we're gonna break it down. Is it really patriarchy? And this is going out to her. That response, I slightly agree with some aspects of it. Yeah, the women don't really know. Our women ain't believe they're feminists, but they're really not. Because she has a point. She has a point. It's very valid, and it's a strong question to ask. Can we say that some people believe it's matriarchy? Well, they don't live in a matriarchal society. Now, black people, they say so-called communities so hypocritical. They say they matriarchal. Technically, y'all are semi-matriarchal, but really y'all patriarchal to the white man. Now, she is right on that, and that is a form of social engineering and mind control. You see it all the time on YouTube and things like that. try to explain further, and I was looking at her shit, and I looked at several of her videos, and I was like, she has some good points. Then she talked about everybody's talking about that pearly things. I mean, she just wanted nigga attention, and y'all falling for it. I mean, I told y'all what she was gonna do in the spring when I was doing the Daily Thursday News segment on Thursdays in the spring, and it's a spring edition. I was like, man, this is wild, and then she's coming hard at y'all full force, and y'all can watch those streams and the news reports. I was going in on people, but she was on the tail end of that, of those, like on the end of that. And I said, she's on this train. You know, when Kevin passed away, you got all types of hoes trying to take his spot. But I already told you who took the spot is Melly Monaco. She's the new Kevin Samuels runner up. She's trying to get that million. That other one ain't shit. She's trying to get some views and some clout. She ain't gonna last long. Okay. But her skin complexion, she's gonna be another bigger YouTuber that no one gives a fuck about. She's got her whole setup. I told you, she got her whole Shure setup mics, like a podcasting mic. She had everybody, a Mo mic at her own studio. You don't even have to come up. You have to come to her. I don't know if she's from England or whatever. You know, them British bitches don't care about certain people. And that's just the whole point of people. You know, they just get caught up in the moment. But you know, niggas will love anything that can move. It's that silky skin and all that stuff. But they're just mind control like that. But I understand people are going to get caught up and just be upset with the situations going on in the world. You got to understand something. The world's changed. Like I agree with Duke said. Yeah, it's changed tremendously. Like you can't really get upset what goes on in the world. Like, you know, you just can't. Like at this point, people are doing different things and moving forward, and people's wild as usual. I'm not surprised people doing dumb shit. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. People get caught up on silly shit all the time, but y'all gotta understand this stuff matters to certain people. But once you get caught up in it, you just don't want to get caught up in it no more. And I just like, man, when you got people that are so brainwashed, thinking this white woman is gonna save them, she ain't gonna save shit for you niggas, man. You don't give a fuck about none of you hoes either, because y'all can make videos about her, but it's a waste of time. She laughing at you niggas. She got y'all in the palm of her hand. See, white women, they dangerous. Everybody think they're goddesses, but they're not. That's why I don't mess with them like that. I treat them just like everybody else, and they're no better and above than anybody else in the moment. So you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Y'all, excuse me 1 second. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm back. But you know, that's just basically what I'm saying is most people they get caught up on doing the wrong things and the wrong shit. And then they get caught up on a lot of things. But you got people just get caught up and just be that's just basically what you see here is what you get. But the main thing is I understand that people are just, you know, they talking about this little drama and, you know, the little red pill stuff. Like most of these dudes are not red pill. I hate to say this, and I tried to tell Duke in the chat last time. I said these dudes are lame. They're not red pill. They suckers, man. They represent what society is. They always want to regurgitate this narcissistic view of how they look at women and themselves, and men don't do that. They can't speak for all men. You know what I'm saying? Most men don't give a fuck about these dudes, bro. They wouldn't even last back in the day. I told you, most of these dudes are so fake they don't even help their own like that. And that's just how I look at it. Y'all got to stop trying to act like these dudes are the word of God on here and they're not. They've been clowning, bro. That's just I had to tell y'all this, man, because most of these dudes they've been fake for years, man. Like this whole thing on the internet, you have to understand, you can't take this as the holy grail truth. You gotta take this shit as a grain of salt. Sometimes dudes lie to get attention, and that's how they live their lives on it. They lie who they are all the time. Now, me on the other hand, I don't lie who I am. I'm just being what I've always been on here, and just try to be authentic as I can, and I do the best I can. I ain't trying to brag about no street shit or none of that shit. I don't bring that on the internet. Keep that street shit out your mouth. A lot of these dudes ain't built like that. That's how I know a lot of these dudes are fake. That's why I don't take this shit seriously, especially on YouTube, because I don't take none of these dudes seriously. You gotta be mindful of what you're dealing with, because everybody's on the tip in the take. But you gotta understand something. This shit is so wild. People get caught up on the wrong shit. That's why I don't really pay attention to people online as much as I've always been. And then last year was just an experience, and that's how it is, man. But everybody has their moment, man. Everybody has their moment. But you can't get upset when people talk about real things on here. But they said they don't get views and stuff. Well, the reason they don't get views is you niggas talking about bullshit. That's what gets views. And then they try to say YouTube's about entertainment. YouTube is entertainment, but it's the algorithm and their bias, and they control what people say on here. They blacklist people all the time. And I've been blacklisted so many times and don't really care. That's why it's so important for us need to support. Support is one thing, but if they don't really support, they don't fuck with us, and I respect that. People gonna get tired of you after a while, and that's how I respect it. You know what I'm saying? You just can't say anything and expect me to just say there ain't no support. It's a lot of reasons why people don't subscribe to channels like these, because there like we just go out there and expose it. We tell it like it is, man. But when people are so fake on here, you gotta understand the world's different, man. Like when I was on YouTube for those decades, I tell people this stuff has been going on. This stuff has been going on. You just gotta understand that a lot of stuff, and they talking about stuff that I've talked about decades ago, and then go against back and forth with certain people in the workplace I used to work. Talking about women this, women that. That shit's dead, bro. Like that shit, y'all gotta get off that. That ain't even content no more. Y'all act like that's the word of mouth and the word of God on here, and it's not. So I see why men are disappointed about marriage and stuff. Marriage is not bad. It depends on if you want it or not. Now, most dudes, the reason why they don't want marriage, it's a lot of things. A lot of people try to say it's the sex. That's part of it, but that's not true. I mean, Duke's saying it is. That's the young men always gonna want sex. They shouldn't get married early. They should be fucking around and have fun and stop thinking about marriage. See, marriage is brainwashing. Yes, you get married when you're ready. Now, if you're like in your late 20s and 30s, that's understandable. I mean, you're more than ready, even in your 30s, because most 30-year-olds, they don't really go out there like that unless they're out there and maintaining that street shit. You understand they're out there for good. But the average person that doesn't have kids, he's enjoying that single life. He just wants his peace of mind. But most of these dudes act like the opposite. They don't want that single life. They pretend they do on here, but really they want to get married. It's 95% of these dudes want to get married, and that's what they sound like. Like, who gives a fuck about these hoes, period, no matter what color they are? I'm not talking about black, I'm talking about hoes, period, in general. And this is why they laugh at you. They see the shit going on, but they don't want to address the real shit going on, because most people are saying what they're saying. Shouts out to Absalom, man. Do your content, man. Salute to you as always. And he shouted me out, and I'm shouting him on over here, man. Just keep doing your thing, man. It's a lot of fake motherfuckers that are inconsistent on here. And that's why I don't really take this shit personal, because I laugh at this shit. I know how fake people is, and don't come back to this channel if you're not in agreement with it. I'm just saying, I'm warning y'all now. Not with the bullshit this year, and I'm not with it. On my own shit, and I'm over here. But you got niggas act like they know everything, but they really don't. They just So dumb. I've been on here a lot longer than these niggas, and I done seen a lot of fake shit. And I saw someone on the streams try to say, why does the mild manner fuck, aka Angry Man, don't have a lot of subscribers? Well, I'll tell you why. He's a fuck nigga. He's just like everybody else. They don't have real content. They're just as bad as Hodemayor, that's been canceled on here, which he deserves. Fuck him. And they have no real content. And I'll tell you why about them niggas. Why I don't give a fuck about them. It's because when you have followers that are gullible, I understand they're slaves to him, right? You're slave to his following. See, I speak my mind and move on, and just that's it. And I interact with the chat, and I cut this shit off. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. I got time today, but the next hour is gonna come. We're gonna extend it. I open it up, and then that's it. But my limit is 3 hours. As always. I cut it short on the 2 if no one comes up, because I know football season's here and everybody wants to get that action. You know what I'm saying? They want to get in that action and be prepared what's going on, right? But that's the thing. You're prepared to see a lot of things. You see things that's what's going to go happen in the future. So you're pretty much in it for the long haul. But most people, when they look at marriage, they was talking about marriage on their show, and I think Duke had a clip. And Greg, CGA is always gonna be who the fuck he is. A typical ass nigga using soliloquy or whatever, or some fucking weak philosophies with his notes. That's it. He say he's spiritual. I had to give him that. I fall back from him, but he don't care for all religions. He try to say Haiafes was a Christian, a typical ass dumb Christian at that. They're all the same. They're all hypocrites. They know better than the so-called Jews or whatever, but we ain't gonna get into that. The Jew shit, my fault. I mean Esau, them Edomites over there, and then Muslims. But that's a whole nother, I ain't gonna let me scratch that. I don't really care about them idiots. But that's what they get caught up in. Like dudes like that, it's not worthy to speak to. He's just a lost cause. And these niggas are a lost cause. So why they even better? You know what I mean? That show was weak. That white boy was podcasting that shit. I don't know what the fuck he was asking for. He was trying to get in, trying to infiltrate the conversation. That ain't his business. You got that shit over there. You don't want us over on your shit. You know what I'm saying? He can go fuck himself. But that's how I treat everybody, man. You have to be, especially on here, because it's still racist and still isolated on here. And that's why it's no options for these sites like these to come. That's why I don't really care anymore. I said what I said years ago, and now we're on this type of time. I've been on this type of time for decades. So wherever you niggas think about me, I don't give a fuck. I mean, Kanye doesn't give a fuck. He said what he said, but they are proving this point. I've been saying that, but then here's the thing. Kanye has always been this way. He's just a fool out sometimes, but a lot of said they still cancel. Who cares? Esau does that to everybody, and they try to say they're the sole majority. No, they're really not. If you study history of those people, they have no fucking history. Go back to the 1940s when Mickey Cohen and Bugsy Siegel, their ilk of the Jews of them, the mobsters, they was a piece of shit selling morphine, killing our people. Right? And then Meyer Lansky and them. And you can guess what happened to them. You can watch documentaries what happened to the Bugsy Siegel and what happened to Benjamin Bugsy Siegel and then Mickey Cohen. Now I did see that documentary on YouTube on Mickey Cohen. They made him mentally retarded, made him disoriented, and he got fucked up in the state of Georgia and died. That's fact. You can look it up. Same with Bugsy Siegel. He was killed, and someone was going to eliminate him in Vegas. He owed people some money, but that was a hidden hand by Meyer Lansky. He was cool with Meyer Lansky, another Jew. It's a Russian Jew, and then you got an Austrian Jew, dominance for power, and then that's why they control the media and everything. That's why I say Esau controls the media and everything as an insurance, but they're also controlled by another hidden hand known as the suits. I said that last Thursday, this past Thursday, and I meant what I said. This is all boils down to because y'all scared to go after the real beast. I've been preaching for years and years, and there's a guy in the chat, in the comment section years ago, we talked about this all the damn time. And shouts out to Elder Young One himself, the elder himself. Man, this shit is It's wild, man. And then you got to get in motion with this shit. So we've been on this tip. I've been on this tip for years. It's just I don't say much. I just let y'all do the work for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing other works to get people the focus on the real goal instead of that bullshit over there in the music industry no one cares about. Yeah, they got tentacles everywhere, but they're pawns to someone else in a bigger game. So you can't really stop people like that because they got certain laws in the books to protect them, certain regulations to protect them, right? So you really got to understand that a lot of these dudes on here, they're desperate for attention and they want wives. That's what they want. They don't want nothing else but be losers. Oh man, Philly with 28 points. God damn. Woo. The Falcons got 14. Look at them. Trying to get some game. Cowgirls maintain a 28-17 lead. No, let the Bears come back. They said, "Who let the dog go?" Ooh, 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 ooh. The Saints is killing the Raiders. The Jets getting body, shotty to the body, 10-13. Patriots got 13, Jets got 10. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it is. The Bengals, the Halloween football. Bengals, they 4-3 versus the Browns. Bengals should whoop the Browns' ass. The Browns is boo boo. They got rid of Baker Mayfield. That's why they trash. Chargers got a bye week. Chiefs got a bye week. That's why they're not playing. That's who's got the bye week. I got it on my phone, so I'm not looking on my phone because I'm listening to a stream in the back. I'm not listening to stream, but it's muted. I'm watching my boy Weiss Network TV, so as usual, so I ain't playing nothing in the background. So it's pretty much I've been chilling, and then I just bought this game. Whatchamacallit, what's it called? LA Noir. LA Noir. That game is, man, that game is brutal. That game is barbaric. I mean, when I play the game, you play as a police officer, this guy, right? But the guy dies on the tail end, right? I don't know if y'all play it from Rockstar, but when I play LA Noir, I kind of like the game. Only thing I didn't care for is the chases on certain desks they have. I did the patrol when he had the blues on. Then the second he did the traffic case, I thought that was fun. And I recently just did the homicide case. When I did the homicide case, I was like, man, homicide is wild, but it's mediocre. I'm saying this game is based off the 40s. This is where racism was big in the West Coast, even though it was big in the South and East Coast, but the West had it. Oh, they had it. Oh, they had characters like Mickey Cohen in the game. He was something else, and he was a tough guy. But his gang was typical in the game because they was doing the morphine. That's why I brought the morphine into this conversation, because this is free for all Sunday. Sunday man is as always as usual. And when I was playing this game, I was like, I'm on it now on Vice. That's the desk I'm on now. And this is where the part where his wife's going to leave him, I believe. I believe it's going to be in Vice, and he'll be demoted into arson. And this is where he dies, too. This is where he dies, too. Because Vice is kind of like the gangs and shit. That's the gangs. Then the homicide is where the murders. Now, you had naked bitches. It's about 3 naked bitches, and everybody else had clothes on. But the guy was a weirdo from the bar with a shotgun. That shit was mediocre, but the one with the traffic was probably the best one I like. It's probably the second best. I gotta see how Vice turns out. If Vice turns out to be my favorite, yeah. Even though Cole got demoted to the arson, but arson's probably bigger because it's bigger interest in things like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. I've been chilling. But I got it on the Xbox version. I got the Xbox One version of it. I said, man, this game is tight. I got the remaster, got all the DLCs. I said, man, this game is all right. It's official. So basically, I was playing this. It reminds me of Alpha Protocol from PS3 and slash Drake Uncharted 3, all the Uncharted series that I've seen that does those puzzles and shit. It's a third open world person linear game, linear story. It's a little repetitive. Mafia 3 was somewhat like that, but you can do play outside of the game, open world. But you don't want to have a whole lot of story. That's why Grand Theft Auto don't need a whole lot of story. Just have a good story and then move on. You don't need a linear story, because most of these open world sandboxes, like they try to copycat the crime series, or even though the police it gets a little harder. There's no balance. That's why people are so fucked up creating shit. It's the creativity of people. So it's pretty much like, where's the creativity at? You know what I'm saying? Where's the creativity at? And that's what I'm saying. Where is the creativity at? So you got to understand that this stuff is wild, man. And people get caught up on the wrong shit, and they be like, it's 2:56 right now, so we're almost 30 minutes in, but and it is what it is. But you got to understand that this is stuff is happening in real time. Yeah, it's raining down here in Georgia, the nice rain, but fall is here. It's gonna get colder and all this other shit. Like, it's 58 tonight and all that. It's gonna be rainy. It's fall like weather. So, but that's the thing, man. I've just look at it for what it is. I mean, the election, I don't know if I'm gonna, I haven't got the vote yet. But I'll get that done right away. That's the thing. And that's how I look at it. But you gotta understand something. When people get caught up in that stuff, they just gonna get tired of people right away. So, yeah, it's an hour in, but I'm going another hour late. This may be 2 hours because I know people ain't gonna show up. I'll drop the link if y'all want a discussion. I'm gonna end it on the 2 hour or a couple minutes mark, probably 15 minutes or whatever, because I got time. Because when the 2 hours is gonna hit, I know when it gets around 4, I'll let y'all do y'all thing because I know it's 2 something right now over here. Yeah, man. Let me see something real quick. I want to talk about something. Okay. There's only one person here. Shouts out to that person that's in here. But it is what it is. I just look at it like, all right, people still on this shit. They're still on their time. And I don't know. I just been into Rockstar's little titles. I've been into their GTA games for a minute. It's been a minute. But when I played this one, I kind of like LA Noir. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, it has racism in it. Yeah, it had a little bit, but it's a little history. I like a little history in things. Just to reminisce of what you got. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to tell people get the game. I mean, the game had a solid score. It's okay, but it was so linear. I think the game is super linear to me. That's just me. I mean, it's super linear because I don't know if it's based off that, but it's super linear. But everything else is just works perfectly, and that's just how I look at it. And that's how I look at it. Yeah, that's how I look at these linear games. But that's the first time I played something like that in a cop form. They had one from the Game Pass. I'm tripping off of that. So it's like, yeah, serial offender, horror at the Santa Maria. So it's like it's a little bit of the same, but we're doing good. Like I ain't really just seeing anything much. it's a shopaholic and all that, man. That's the old. That's in multiplayer. Okay. Acquire 7 holies. Leader of the pack. Oh wow. Own total of 50 cars. I'm looking at that. Yeah, it's wild. It's a lot of shit going on. Kill 50 Stillwater residents with only a melee weapon. Destroy. Yeah. Still 30 boxes. Deliver successful. Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. But like I said, they was talking about this marriage thing. Marriage ain't one of my topics I talk about, but you got dudes think they know about marriage. They don't really know a damn thing. They too busy worrying about their dicks all day and just saying, I want these hoes, but they really are not about that lifestyle. It's so fake on here, it's not even funny. But that's how I look at these dudes. They're so fake, and I wish Duke understand. He's young, and I'm in my early 30s to mid 30s to tell you who cares about that shit. Because the older you get, you start caring about that shit. That shit comes fatiguing, and after a while, people are gonna get tired of that shit. Nice to look at though, but people are gonna get tired of that shit after a while, and then they get sick of you. And there it is. They say everything goes sexual, and not necessarily. If you have companionship, if you have kids, that's a different story. Sex is the last thing you think about. I mean, when you're young, yeah. Older, it's like, most people don't have sex like probably if it's a long marriage and they want something else. That's true. That's a person that is there for the sexual shit, but not there to build and grow their empires. Most dudes that's wealthy, you see, yeah, he's fucking these young chicks, but yeah, they cheat on their wives. But here's the thing: they don't have to have sex with all of them. They just use everybody. You know what I'm saying? They like to live fast and act ignorant, but that's the whole point of it. That's how you got to look at it. These dudes live fast and die young. It's because they don't want to see to get older and have wisdom. You know what I'm saying? That's why they weak. That's why these dudes copy these other dudes that's wealthier amongst people and control people from a distance. They don't understand that shit is not long lasting and long term. So you're pretty much living a fantasy land, and they giving you the fantasy land. And you're not building up to separate and try to help your people. That shit ain't helping your people. All this shit is not helping your people. So you get fucked up either way. So you gotta understand that people gotta look at things from different perspectives and then make that decision. And that's how I look at it, man. But this is something that we all should figure out. Why would people care about these relationship topics? And if they're so tired of them, why talk about them? See the hypocrisy of black people, not try to tell them y'all not doing anything different. And shouts out to George for saying this. I have to agree with him. Like, who's the coon now? Y'all falling for it. Everybody's talking bad about what's going on, but it just goes to show you that whole situation with that proves us we're more divided than ever. But that's how I look at it. But I know I sound boxy on this microphone right now, but I'm just talking to y'all in it, just hanging back and just chilling and just keep it in motion. But that's how I look at people. They talk about all this shit, all these setups, but y'all niggas ain't got a proper thing going. You know what I mean? Just gonna cam up for a minute. Let's see something real quick. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just, over here chilling. Just adjust this a little bit right quick. All right. Yeah, I know that person's seeing, but I'm just gonna do my thing. But it is what it is. But but that's how I look at things like that. But speaking of which, you got dudes claiming overseas is standard. Technically, it's not, man. Like you just failed to do anything over here. You're just no different than anybody else. Like I'm not impressed by that. I was like, whoop de damn dude. Like you went to a country. Yay. Have you learned anything? No. Ain't learned a damn thing? Nope. Like who gives a fuck? Like it's nice to have a passport. Who gives a fuck about a passport? Passports are nice, but why y'all act like that's a thing? Like you niggas is soft, bro. You're not gonna do shit. Talk all this bullshit, but y'all ain't gonna do shit. That's how I roll. I'm like, I ain't got time to argue with y'all. That's how I look at it. But one thing about me, I got to see what's going on in the NBA because I know people, LeBron and the Lake Sexuals, they dead, bro. Let's not talk about them. They not important in the NBA. It's other teams are important. We gotta see what's going on here. Oh, they played tonight against the Nuggets. The Nuggies. The Denver Nuggies, known as the Nuggets. The Knicks and the Lakers. Right on the bottom. And New York plays at what? At 6 o'clock against the Cavaliers. That would be an interesting game. The Knicks probably should win that. Wizards and Celtics. Celtics ain't looking too good. I said they're looking good. They're looking good. No, they're not. They're not looking good. The regular season has started. Let's look at the standings for 4 minutes. Okay, the Bucks is undefeated right now. It's still early, 5-0. Cavaliers 4-1. The Hawks 4-2. Celtics 3-2. What else is in here? The Wizards stay on the bottom is the Magic for now. That's Eastern Conference. Bulls doing good, okay, but it's still early. You got to wait till after October, and then you got your November. Okay, I'm surprised the the Trailblazers, is 5-1. Suns 4-1. Jazz 5-2. I thought they was in a rebuild. Danny Ainge, you doing something weird. If they start losing games, yeah, you'll see. They don't like tanking, but the Spurs, it's back, yo. It's a playoff team. Grizzlies, yeah. The Clippers are doing something mediocre. Lakers, they on the bottom. They trash. They ain't win no games. 0-5. God damn. Like sexuals. You got Phoenix 1-5. But that's how I look at it. You know. And the Thunder's doing terrible. They 3-3, but it's terrible. Yeah, man, all these teams the West is blowing up. But yeah, but the NBA is kind of, let's see what the stats going on. Let's see what's going on in the news. They still talking about that Dre lock. New season really is shaking ground, and Honor Show lost to the Pacers. But that's how I look at it. Ain't nothing on NBA news. Just they talking about what they gonna do in the game. DeRozan offers reason for John Primo's release by the Spurs. Yeah, he's released by the Spurs. Okay, ain't much. Damn, I should have some caffeine in my system. I'll be up right now. But it is what it is. But people just get caught up on the shit. And that's a great thing. People ask me if I'm dropping a hammer today. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm back. I'm back at it. But that's how I look at it. One thing about these conversations, I know dude was getting pissed and what's his name, High I Fade. He's a weirdo. But man, why are you talking about it? He said that's giving them views. No, talk about hoes and irrelevant females gives you views. And talk bad about proficiency, especially a black man. They laugh at you. You're entertaining, black man. You're entertaining, you colored boy, or nigger, or negro. They call you. They don't care nothing about you. And that's how I look at people just talking about these topics. I'm like, man, y'all ain't got nothing to talk about. I get like that sometimes on political topics, but when it comes to the same old stuff, y'all ain't got no subject matter to go into or whatever. I try to be different on here, but these dudes is weird, bro. Y'all be on some weird shit. Y'all used to got y'all's ass beat when y'all was young. I can tell how soft these motherfuckers is. But that's the way of the world. And I understand that people don't like the fact that the truth is gonna come out on a lot of people. It is what it is. So I understand that's going on lately in the news and all of the stuff, the sports news and any type of news. It's just people are in panic. And that's how I look at the things in the sky and all that. But that's how I look at it in so many words. But anyways, we get on the threshold mark and we're gonna continue the rest of the conversation about why I think certain people should wait a little bit if you want to get married, at least like 30 or later 20s. That's my suggestion. I had ideas of marriage at once, but now the way it looks at things, it's on hold. I'm not saying I'm gonna get married. That's an option. Then the other option is just don't get married. That's what people say. That's easy. But the way the economy is shaping, it's kind of split. Everybody's split on it. That's the pandemic. Crime goes up when the pandemic comes and people can't handle that. That was the norm. And that's how, look at these people in the content, they act crazy. There was somebody comment about the prenup thing. Let me tell you something about prenup. Prenups are for celebrities. Now, the average person who prenup, I'll tell you a secret, the woman will still take your shit. Even if the guy doesn't have prenup, why is he married that long? I'll tell you why. He controls the whole thing. The woman did not want the money because when you do prenup, you're making her go out there and do the jobs and shit. See, with a no prenup, you keep the assets. A lot of dudes don't understand it. They say your assets get taken if you don't have that. That's bullshit. Once you have that, you have control over it. See, prenups is for celebrities because they did it because they didn't like each other. Everybody's gonna sue each other's money. But that's how I look at it right now. Man, I need some caffeine bad, man. Need some. I don't want no coffee. I want some caffeine. This shit's wild out here. Yeah. Yeah, this shit's wild out here. Okay. Let's see what I got in the bin. So yeah. Oh, let me see something here because I try not to doze off on this shit. Ugh, can't stand that shit. Paste. All right. Once you have that, you just get your taste buds in and just like. But speaking of which, I'm trying to stay up as I can. But damn, Eagles got okay. Pittsburgh's coming back. It's 28-13. Okay, solid game. I don't see what's on the tube because ain't nothing on the tube really. Because I'm trying to see something real quick. Okay. Okay, weigh on the efficiency of one's critique as a potential game. Talking about just purely things, man. Shouts out to Rogan shit. He talking about that bullshit too. I don't care about that. Y'all on that bullshit. I don't know why. Y'all niggas got that from me. This cannot be true. One man out of three under 30 is not having sex. Here's why. Man, let me watch this bullshit. I'll watch it later. She on some, you know. Ugh. Yeah, George Macon's on the road. Shouts out to George. Yeah. I don't know who's on the panel. They trying to say a debate. Yeah. I know people are coming through and just talking right now. Yeah, everybody's taking pieces and turns. But why even bother talking about these topics, man? Like, I understand people want to get their feels off and shit. And it's cool. It's all good. It's all good for certain content. You just get in, you just get out. Yeah, I try to stay up on this motherfucker though, man, because my brain is about to loose. I stay up because you get drained, you eat good, and then you got those fucking carbohydrates. You get fucked up. Let me see this. Yeah, I want to see some of this shit later. And I'm just looking at all the stuff. Yeah, I've been really focusing on certain games I haven't played in a minute. And then I got this game called LA Noir, man. That's just wild. And it has a lot of stuff that I learned a little bit about the game. It's a mind nerving, but on the tail end when you try closing cases is like beating them and using money, and that's how you get paid. But the average detective does not exist anymore. If y'all know that they've been obsolete since I don't know when. They still around. They just don't do what they normally do. The shit, the shit that y'all looking at movies, I'll tell you a secret, it's all fucking fantasy. The fantasy of them doing that and solving crimes like that is real. It's pure fantasy. They in it for the money and for corruption. That's just part of the MO. Like I understand that people are on that type of time. And let's see something real quick. Okay. That's the end of the third quarter. The Falcons think they can win today. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, 50 minutes in, but I'll drop it in a minute. So that's how I look at it. But people are gonna get caught up talking about similar things, similar problems all the time, and then expect things is gonna change on YouTube. But like it's not even that serious if y'all talking about the same old stuff all the time and then in the rut. And shouts to the wacky, he's mentioned about the black woman and men are not coming together. We talk about this all the time on Sunday Madness. It's pretty much like I said, I've been saying this for years. If we change ourselves, how we act and how we look at the world, or not get caught up in everyone else's bullshit, maybe we'll do something about it. It's all about the action. End of the day. That's where I'm coming from with it. And I know people are going to disagree and not like it. I don't give a fuck. I mean, you're wasting time. But what's up with L. Nixon? I mean, what's up with him, man? He's getting body lately. But I like to give him that nickname, the old Fixin' is getting bodied. Yeah, that nigga's getting bodied out there by these hoes, man. That little gang and shit. But Virtuous Woman had some clips of his ass. Call that man a narcissist. I don't know if that's true. They call L. Nixon a narcissist. And these hoes, mind, they try to tell his name, take the N out of his name, call him Fixin'. But I'm just fucking around. I'm fucking with him. He's all right with me. It's just he has his moments. And I know he's going to defend Auntie. Auntie's been getting bodied by APTV, and Absalom Pianka said, "Man, that purge made you get the nose all them views, but outside of that, you're nothing." Trying to tell that man nothing, and it hurts. Auntie, they ain't going, and that's how I look at it. But you got cases that people talk about all the time in video games, like I'm playing right now. They're usually wild like that. And I said that earlier, but yeah, that shows you old LA and the racism that I play games like that. Mafia 3 was close to it. Then like Lincoln, but then you got two white guys as detectives, and then you got the one detective, he dies, and then after that, there it is. Based off World War II. This is after World War II. This is where racism was at its height after World War II, and it was that bad. The first wave was bad, and they got us. Second time around is a lot worse. But we was getting our bearings, and we did fought back and got our bearings. So the 40s was a great era. A lot of bullshit, a lot of brainwashing happened. A lot of history was getting lost and eventually got found about 40 to 60 to 80 years later. Almost 100 years, right? And that's pretty much I've been saying the whole time. So y'all gotta understand that a lot of times people get caught up on the wrong shit. Expect people to change for the better, you know? And that's the thing about me, because people just gonna get caught up and say, "Hey, this nigga's crazy. He's on some bullshit," and that's how I look at it. But you gotta understand, a lot of people that be doing those streams, they just doing crazy and trying to say, "I ain't doing that, nigga. I'm talking about something. I know how to get numbers. How I'm gonna get it? Because I get it off the playback. It's just people just don't like my ass ever since after the pandemic. It's not about sharing. They're just gonna get tired of you after a while. They're gonna get tired of it because it was fake from the beginning. I mean, yeah, they share my shit. It's cool, but they was fake from the beginning. They want to compete. And I respect that. If you want to compete, we'll compete. It's not about having positive content. I'm about solutions too. It's that simple. It's just I stopped fucking with the shit. I can't stop fucking with this content shit because I gotta make some. But next year I'm gonna be very limited. I'm not gonna stream all the time. I'm just letting y'all know. The last bit of this will be surprised. But that's how I look at it now. You know, people get caught up on the wrong shit. I know people scared to come in the chat, but that's okay. You know, I ain't gonna bite y'all head off. You know, nice breezy rain. It's getting colder. It's gonna get colder all through November. They try to say that's winter. No, no, no. It's November. It's still fall. Early part of December is still fall. Just remember that before the winter comes, it's a different ball game. I already got my flu shot. I'm good. A lot of people say, "You're taking flu shots?" Yeah, they still was serving flu shots. These nasty ass people on a fucking state like this. You crazy. You gotta take something. Right? So again, you know, people just get saying the wrong shit to be seen and be heard, you know? That's all I'm gonna say about it. You know? Y'all give me 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm gonna be on mute. Yeah, I'm back. You know, it's just I was trying to find something caffeine related. But damn, you know, ain't nothing up here, you know. I had to check something later. You know, I dropped the link. I'll just, you know, in the next hour, so I don't know what time is it right now. Yeah, it's just about a minute or two. But you know, I always wondered something about you niggas. That's on the internet. I don't call you black. I call y'all niggas. Y'all don't prefer to be called black. You want to be called nigga. And Daylight had a great point. I agree with him. And no, I don't use the term woke. That's like saying nigga. You know, I am a wide awake, and yes, I know what's going on. I don't like the term woke. I'm like, I don't know why niggas create that term. White folks, when they say woke, they say nigga. We niggas. You know, they deem that as the N word. They don't like us. Be careful them white folks using that shit. Cause they on some racial shit. Anybody that's white, they see black people as niggas. Like, let's just keep 1,000. We gotta stop fronting ourselves to be what it is. Stop fronting. Hmm. Let's see what's going on here. Damn. Eagles whooping that ass 35-13. Man, this ain't no game. This shit's over. God damn, they on fire. Philadelphia's for real. I told you that quarterback came from Alabama. I tell you that Alabama spirit. Ooh, he's doing better than Tua. He's doing better than Tua Galuva, or whatever his name is. Kind of weird ass name is that. He's doing better than him. Damn, Philly's on fire, man. I should have stuck in my shorts and my hoodie. I won't have this issue. You know what I'm saying? But you know, let me drop the gates. See if y'all, you know, that's for y'all if y'all want to come up. If not, that's cool. You know, I'm not in no rush. Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna pin this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just out here, speaking my mind on shit. And then what I've been seeing lately, and then people still talking about that just pearly things. Let me tell you something about that bitch. That bitch ain't got no content. He just wants some nigga dick and just wants some problems. You know what I mean? That bitch wants some problems. But that's just the whole point of why niggas get caught up on the wrong shit and they expect people to just expect much coming in and just say, hey, it is what it is. So again, just purely things like I talked about her months ago and she was clowning you niggas. I'm still laughing. And I don't even watch her shit. I knew what she was, and then I tried her out, and then I cut that bitch off, and I said, nah, she just wants some attention. And speaking on so-called black woman issues, she shouldn't. But you know what I mean? That's how we get down. But shouts out to 4 people to come in. But like I said, this stuff will continue in time, and people still talk about these relationship topics, and they're kind of pointless. They're preaching to the choir right now. So it's like I'm gonna get my distance on for a minute. I'm gonna get my distance on, just wait till somebody come up here and then, I'm turn it down, whatever. I'm gonna speak through this for now and just hold my other one in my hand and just talk and switch. Yeah. Yeah, I got it on motion. All right. Back to people that says traveling is better for people. It is in some degree. If you learn the history of the culture, it is pretty good. But hey, what's going on? Salute, salute. But like I said, I don't really complain about anything, but it's just there's a lot of fucker, and then a lot of people's going in, and I see the niggas from last year that was over here in the certain spaces, and they over there with these bum ass hoes, man. But I know people like this virtuous woman. I mean, she's a caricature. And then when I was looking at her content, I was like, nah, I'm good. I thought about it. I said, nah, I'm good. I don't want to be a part of that bullshit. But shouts out to her for breaking down the history of the black and the white woman sexual shit, the pedophilia shit that they've always done, especially to our boys and the men. She didn't go really in depth. See, if I was on her shit, I would have gone real in depth what they really about. I live in the South, so I can tell you way more than I can, show you, but I can show you how they've always been. Pointing to the history that y'all need to know. It's a lot of shit that y'all know. The church is where the whorehouse has always been. They try to say church is just basic. No, church is a whorehouse. Always have been, always will be. Always remember that's just the concept that people will come through, and then that's just it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's how I look at it. Okay, I'll see what's going on here in the chat. I don't look at my little studio, I'm just saying what's going on. Yeah. Okay. People bouncing in and out. That's okay. I'll get some on the playback. You know what I'm saying? Let me look at something real quick. Let me look at something real quick. Look at something real quick. Yeah. 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 You know, it's pretty much the same, but you know. All right. I'm just gonna look at it for real quick. Yeah. Distance, 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 real quick. Distance, distance, real quick. Okay. We good on it. So we good on it. Let me turn this down. Yeah, I'm back. But I just really laugh at people just talking bad about everybody else, and then I do it all the time on outside out here and just talk about how sorry niggas is, and the hypocrisy of the so-called black community is it exists. And when George said that, it makes sense, and I kind of resonate with that. That resonated with me when he said that. When he said that shit, I was dying. Like that is so true. I've always thought like this. I don't know why. It's just the so-called community. It's a concept. Who gives a fuck? If you failed to do it the first time, why the fuck would we care? You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck would we care? Being a sexual doesn't act like y'all crazy on here, Y'all some weirdos. Talking about love all the time. You're not about that. You're not about that. And that's pretty much the same, but when people get caught up on the same shit all the time, there they are. And that's pretty much what I've seen lately on YouTube and things like that. But it's not much on here as much. They talk about frivolous shit all the time. And that's just how I look at it, you know. And then when you look at these things, especially what's going on online in the future, you look at things what's happening right now. So again, I mean, I look at all the stuff that's posted on here. People are doing their things, and you seeing old videos and shit that's referenced and channels that's there that you see. But one thing I can tell you, like from my experience, a lot of that shit was great in those times, but then it was some bad times that people lost channels and prior to that. But this one is has been afloat. So you got to look at it for what it is. You got to look at it for what it is. People just want to be seen and be heard, and I understand that's understandable. We all know that. We all know that. We all know that what's going on. And I've heard about another new microphone, but I fetched that one, but it had like a USB, and this one had the cord that I got that you saw. I was cammed up earlier just to test the sound and see how I sounded. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, man, I got some views on that Thursday Thrills. Appreciate y'all. I got a little views on it, but everything that helps counts. But it comes up. I've been doing so much content, it ain't even funny, man. But that's what happens when you come back. You just be consistent. And then we start dropping. This shit grows. Like I told you, my shit grows in time. That's why I'm the evergreen Lord Master on here. I understand it. Nobody just don't like you right away. And that's pretty much it. Let me see something about political world systems. Sunday chill, Sunday madness. Oh, okay. Oh, I was getting conflated for a minute. I was getting conflated for a minute. My brain was loud and loose. It was supposed to be an after show. Yeah. I'm not gonna talk about that. Yeah, I don't care about them niggas like that. But Gino must have did some. I ain't gonna get into that. Feel sorry for him when he got hit. I've heard. People just get caught up. Yeah, old girl, she just wants some attention, bro. And that's just how I look at it. But people get caught up on the wrong shit. Think everybody's about them, but it's really not. It's really not. Like you just got to be mindful of what's going on in these places. Like there's several things to keep in wonder. You know, in times like these, we understand that the world's changing, and that's how I look at it. You know, I'm just not really tripping off this shit. Quiet as it's kept. And then people in the sports, that's cool. Shouts to doing their sports thing, but the sports talk is just like you expect people to do more and be more, but it is what it is. But that's how I look at it from distances like that. And then when you get caught up on it, it magnifies what's going on. So yeah, so it's pretty much I'm like, okay, we're here and we're just talking about it. Got to tune the other one out. It's 35-13. Damn, this game's damn near over. Panthers is trying to hold on. Falcors acting crazy. Falcors. Yeah. Da-di-ya-di-ya-di-ya-di-ya. Let's see what's going on. Let's see something real quick. Yeah, I'm just looking at something real quick. Oh, we'll watch. They don't got that little feature. But that's how I look at it. Because people gonna come through whatever. But I'm just gonna look at this real quick. I used to watch it on the Yahoo, and then you just want to act up. You know, that's how I look at the whole thing. So yeah, they live right now. Yeah, 49-yard line. He passed it to Jalen Warren, 15-yard gain. Yeah. Marcus Epps, is he related to Mike Epps? I'm very curious. Is he related to him? If y'all put in a one or two in the chat, if you put a one, is he related to him? Two, if not, okay, I'm gonna proceed because I'm curious about these names of these kids or whatever, or a cousin or brother, whatever it is. But if it's no relation, I was all right. I'm gonna move on from that. Leave that alone. But it's just like the fact that people get caught up on other shit beside what's important. But but that's just niggas. Niggas gonna get caught up on who they gonna see. Guys, ooh, he did something bad. He's like, ooh, he did something bad right there. But like that, and that's just how it's gonna be. And that's it. But y'all give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go on mute. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm back. So, it's pretty much like, yeah, I'm sorry about that. A dog was needing some attention, but like I had to calm her down. She was all over the damn place. My fault. I sound a little muffled. Boo 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 doo 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 doo. It is what it is. But it's just like niggas be on some bullshit all the time, and then they worry about these hoes, and it's just like they still doing the panel things, just start screaming and yelling, but I got problems. I got sexual problems. Like, dude, go outside and get your mind right. Stop worrying about these hoes. The hoes are gonna be here. They're trash anyway. They're useless. I laugh when hoes get destroyed. Don't we all? Don't we all? And it's just they're socially programmed. You can't change these hoes. Stop trying to make them as your housewives. They can't be housewives. They're useless. They'll be in the ground in the future. They're miserable. It's a lot of bastard broken babies. Y'all, you want bastard kids. That's what y'all want. That's what y'all promote. I don't promote that. That's what you motherfuckers want. That's what you motherfuckers want. So that's the concept that y'all on. I can't help with the fact that y'all weak. Y'all weak out here. It is what it is. It's a timeout. Yeah, my Eagles is kicking ass, man. Shouts out Philly though. Philly, y'all been on a fucking roll. Win probability 99.7%. That's a win probability. Yeah, they gonna win. That's a probability. Philly's got the better team. That's that Alabama quarterback they got, Jalen Hurts. He's doing some. He ain't throwing no interception. He's just running the fucking ball. That's a different ball game. That dude's a beast. You got M. Sanders, the new lineup, and then you got it ain't Antonio Brown. It's AJ Brown. That's Antonio's cousin or whatever. He's decent. But man, this is a different team. They got Jay Warren. So they've been doing it. I'll tell you, they had no turnovers. My man has 3 sacks, 18 sack yards, 40 sack yards. You know how many sacks Pittsburgh got? 6. Total rush. They run the ball 17 times and they run 24 on Pittsburgh. Completion 20 to 30. Great completion numbers right here. This is like 50%. That's good. And 50 plays they've done. Rushing yards 102. Passing yards 290. Total yards 392 yards. And total yards on their side is 300 and 156 on passing. Rushing, they've been running the ball. Pittsburgh's been running the ball way too much. Sometimes you'll lose the game that way too. If your team's not good. Fourth down efficiency 4-4. 1-1 on both sides. Third down efficiency 6-11 and a half. A half 12 third down on Pittsburgh side. There's a 6-11, 112 on the other side. First downs 19. Theirs is 21. So it's pretty much in the bag. Pittsburgh got them by a mile. So it's pretty much you're seeing what's going on with that. That's just the thing. That's just the thing. Yeah, I gotta step away real quick because I think my tea is. I'm gonna brew some tea and I'll be right back. Let me step away real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. So, it's like what you can see right now, sports is still good. Everybody's in it, Okay, they're on the 50. What down they on? First and 10, Pittsburgh. What's the time? At Pittsburgh, okay. 0 and 3, 4, okay. Philly and all that. So 41 yards, 7 plays. Oh, it's first and 10, yeah. Gardner Minshew rushed up in the middle for a 1 yard loss. Okay. First and 10. He's a second down. He's talking like that, man. He's a first and 10. Second down. You know, that's how I look at it. You know, yeah, it's all my teams that I watch. Got my Spurs and Kings. Yeah, what's going on with it? Atlanta beat the Carolina Boo Boos. God damn. The Carolina Boo Boos. And who else they beat? Spurs playing the Wolves tonight. I like the Wolves. But it's just like, yeah, the Eagles won. That's a great finish. And then the girls is gonna beat the what? The Bears. And the Jets. They're flying. The Jets. They're flying like missiles. The Jets. We're gonna do the Jets. The Jets. But it's like, it is what it is. I'm gonna pull this in for a minute, you know, after, I'm gonna lock this in for a minute. Yeah, I got my little distance, but you know how it is. Y'all bear with me real quick. I'm gonna turn this down. Yeah, I gotta get this little thing with jig on quick on point. I'll switch back to the other mic in a minute. So yeah, I gotta do something over here. I'm doing oh. Yeah, I had to do something. I had to do something. I had to wake up. I had to do something. I had to do something, but I'm a little boxy, so I'll switch back to the other, because I know how it sounds, but at the end, but Yeah, these games. Wow, I mean, this has been a good football season. You know, they undefeated, but the streak will end. It's a possible end. There will be a loss eventually, but Eagles is for real, I guess. Since all the rule changes, since all the rule changes, it's great. Taters put you to sleep. That's how it is. But let me turn this up back down. Yeah, potatoes put you to sleep. You know. Mm. Hold on for a minute. So yeah, them taters put you to sleep. But I had to get that out the way. I'll deal with all this other shit later. If someone comes up and then I'll step away or whatever. If they don't, that's fine. I'll just keep talking. Because this ain't gonna be a long one. But shouts out to people that came through, shouts out to the likes and everything. But y'all want to share, do what y'all want with this stream. So but Sunday Madness is here, man. It is here. Oh, hey, happy Sunday to you. What's going on? He said peace and serenity. Yeah, peace to you. But it's just what it is. You know, I just look at it for what it is, like at that point, and it is what's going on. But normally I just like coming in here, just talking to y'all about certain things, current events, and the election is nigh. And I've heard Stacey is struggling to polls, but here's the thing: this is just the polls. Wait until the turnout on November 8th in Georgia. I mean, it's still going on in Georgia. People don't know what's going on. The reason she's losing the polls is a rematch of 2018, years back. And they said no one can help her now. That's these people that don't care for her. Don't be surprised if women vote against because they're for that abortion shit. Now, not all of them are for abortion, but it depends on what y'all talking about. You got some sensitive ass people in the world trying to say they're not, but they're part of it. So it's okay. Like I said, you got to look at the bigger picture here. So things is coming through, and you expect people to change. And she has some good points. They're pushing on abortion. Republicans is pushing on jobs and economics, which is good, but Republicans ain't gonna do shit either. I don't trust them either. But people like corruption. That's just what they like in Georgia. Most people don't like that, and it's just like they say Eagles fly to 7-0 start. Jalen Hurts and A.G. Brown connect for a trio of touchdowns before halftime and steamroll the Steelers in 35-13 fashion, which is actually great. Larry Brown has health concern. Hall of Fame basketball coach stepping away from advisor post as Memphis to address undisclosed medical issue. Oh, I remember Larry Brown. That's a great coach. He coached Allen Iverson in them days. Everybody remember them Iverson days, don't you? I mean, them days was something else. The 2000s it was vicious out here. It was vicious out here in the mean streets of Philly and everything else. I don't reside in Philly, but shouts out to people from Philly though. I got some people up there. It is what it is. But like I said, you know, everything is back to normal like it normally was. Cause I remember 2 years ago, people were struggling to get back what normally is. But it's just come back. But the new normal is like you can't really say nothing like you used to. Cause back in the day, you said the fuck you want to say. I said what the fuck I want to say back then, even back then. Now you got to watch your mouth over some bullshit, but you never had freedom of speech in the first place. They just use it for all these years. You could say what you want, but in reality, you never did. In certain instances, you do, and then other instances, you don't. So it's technically, I don't believe in the so-called First Amendment. Like the First Amendment is something. I wish they just be specific. Is it free speech to them, or for everybody. I don't think it is. I mean, people do have a right. A lot of people say they have a right to speech. You do, but I'm not saying you can't have free speech. It's just how is it really free speech? And this whole country don't even allow you to have free speech. You know what I'm saying? That is a form of control. They try to pretend they about that. They ain't about real freedom. They never seen it. They never had it. They never had peace. That's just the whole point of people. They're gonna continue to do what they do, as always, and the future is gonna hold where they at. That's people's destiny. But you see, a lot of people they just gonna understand that when you be on this stuff for that long, especially this site for that long, you see things differently, like you normally do. But you have the same mindset, but you see things differently than most people. I'm just looking at it what it is. What's going on, APTV? What's going on, Epsilon? Salute, salute, as always. But it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, people was talking about that ugly thing, and hers. She just acting crazy, and it's just wild. And then Pearly Things is just, I mean, Pearly Things is just another hoe, man, from Britain. Ain't nobody studying her. They say, "Oh, this nigga don't tell you pay." Da, da, da. I was like, "Bitch, you ugly. You smell. You got a bulldog in your fucking podcast laying next to your feet, stinking. A damn British bulldog that's about to have a heart attack in the next 5 to 3 years. They don't live that long. Eat too damn much. You don't be wiping its ass all the time. Let's keep it 1,000. Let's keep it 1,000. You want to go there? I've seen it. I had screenshots of her and then took that shit down. But now, but that's how I look at it for so many pointers. But let's see what's going on in here in the chat room. And shouts out to everybody, man. Like, this has been a wild week for me, but and I know tomorrow will be Halloween. I don't celebrate Halloween. I mean, a lot of people call it Halloween. I don't celebrate it, period. I don't care about that Christian shit. I don't care about that so called satanic shit. I don't care about none of it. You know what I do? I just watch different types of movies and watch a lot of action, and that's it. Knowing I watch a lot of action movies. I did used to watch Halloween movies that, I mean, they can be mediocre and then the spook and suspense. But I also go watch a lot of action movies afterwards and see more killing. It's a killer season holiday, but we ain't gonna get into that. I know she said happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to Serenities. Happy Sunday to her. It's pretty much it. It is what it is. So it's a lot of things going on, bro. Like, and people get caught up on this narcissistic bullshit of the so called red pill. They said they're manosphere, they're manosphere. No, they clowns. Pretending to be red pill. They never was in the first place. It's been hijacked by sexuals, blue pill sexuals. And they try to hit guys like me. He's like, what's this nigger talking about? What's this nigger talking about? He's insane. He's talking about us. He's talking about us. You ain't supposed to talk about like that. You ain't supposed to talk like that. Yeah, you ain't supposed to talk to her like that. You ain't supposed to talk to her like that. We over here talking. You know how niggas be like, you ain't supposed to talk to her like that. You ain't supposed to talk to her like that. Sound like ignorant redneck right now. Say, you ain't supposed to talk to her like that. I got you dying them nigga. And it's just what it is. That's how they get down. And, it's pretty much the one and the same, man. Let me see something real here. Okay. We got next one. November. We all in November. Do 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 do. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, I don't know what the title I'm gonna have. Is it worth it? Let's talk about. I was supposed to do a stream on something. Hold on. It done escaped me. Hold on. I gotta take certain things down. Okay, it done escaped me for a minute. Antagonist. We're gonna put that back. It done escaped me for a minute. I was supposed to stream on some philosophy. Y'all let me. Did I talk about socialism? I think I did talk about social. I talked about something else besides social. I was supposed to do that stream. God damn it. What was the stream? I already talked about pragmatism, existentialism, cynicism, and all that. Okay. Cynicism in ancient Greek. Let's see what we talking about. Hmm. Oh, I got it. Yeah, political philosophies. Yeah, we need to talk about certain things. Hold on, we need to talk about it. Nationalism, Marxism, feminism, blah blah blah. The reason I don't touch feminism is a philosophy. It's very telling. Comprised of a number of egalitarian social, cultural, political movements. We talk about equal rights for women. It's a doctrine advocated social, political, and other rights for women. They said which are equal rights for those men. That's what they say, but some people say it's patriarchal. Feminist theory is an extension of the theoretical philosophy fields with anthropology, sociology, economics and women's studies, literary criticism, art history, photo analysis, and philosophy. It aims to understand gender inequality and focus on gender politics, power relations, and sexuality, as well as promotion of women's rights and interests. This is what it's supposed to be. But political philosophies such as socialism, Marxism, communism, and anarchism are all supported the principles of feminism to some degree. To some degree, they said to some degree, as they do all forms of egalitarianism. In principle, modern representative democracies also enshrine women's rights, although the extent to which such rights are observed in practice is arguable. In the expose of the mask of in the, ex, in exposing the mask of masculinity, that philosophy has always warned feminism has helped undermine many of the certainties that philosophy has often aspired to. Some feminists argued that the whole new language, or women's language, must be developed in order to rethink the whole philosophy. That's what they said, divided into threes. First wave, yeah, perhaps the major feminism, 18th century, and then, and John Stuart Mill later brought the idea of women's suffrage up to of the election 1865. We're going to talk about a little bit of this black feminism and all that. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about this Wednesday. I got a good idea. I got an idea. I got an idea. We're going to talk about egalitarianism. Again, this time we're going to mention feminism. We're going to mention feminism. Egal was it egal? Yeah, egala. Yeah, egala. Okay, with an A. Egalitarian. Egalitarian. Feminism. See what part we're talking about. Egalitarianism. We're gonna get into this political shit. Oh, my phone would be janky sometimes. Egalitarianism, too, right? We're talking about okay. We're going to yeah. This is gonna be a stream. We're gonna talk about the study, and I'm gonna read this to y'all this Wednesday. I ain't gonna waste it. I ain't gonna waste it. And we're gonna talk about feminism. It's educational, and we're just gonna get into it real quick. Study of feminism, and that's just how it is. Let me see something real quick. Let me see. We're gonna do this real quick, and it's on the second, right? Yeah, we're gonna post this, create event. Just gonna get this out the way. Yeah, I want to touch on that. Yeah, we're just strictly talking about feminism and egalitarian in one sentence. So we're gonna put this somewhere. Yeah, is it liberal? Let me see something with the liberal thing. Humanism. Yeah, we're gonna talk about humanism the Wednesday after. We're gonna talk about humanism as well. We're gonna talk about humanism uh not this Wednesday, but the next Wednesday. We're gonna talk about that. Yeah, I meant to cover that. We're gonna cover that this Wednesday. That's my actual topics and things like that. So pretty much, and then we're gonna schedule a Thursday thrill stream as well. So we can get on par right now. I know people are get caught up in the political shit. You know, it's 36 things going in. Thursday thrills, Thursday thrills. Yeah. So we're gonna cover something things like Thursday thrills. Let's see. 37th edition. Okay. So we're gonna do this real quick. Get this out the way. And that's we're still gonna do Thursday thrills until the spring is over, and I'll call it something else, but I'll have a finale for it, and that'll be the end of the series. But we'll do different Thursday streams, but and we're just gonna have something that's gonna matter in minutes. You know. Excuse me. Excuse me on that. Sorry about that, y'all. Let's see. And this is a open discussion. I do have discussions if y'all want. Yeah, we're gonna talk about them hoes, of course. We're gonna talk about the pineapple shit. I'm gonna be on the prowl this week. Yeah, don't y'all worry. Don't y'all worry. Don't y'all worry. Normal time. Let me switch something real quick. So we got it now. Let me stop. I'm acting crazy. Yep, yep. Yeah, yep, yeah, yep, yeah, yep, yep. Let me see. Now we're set. Now we're set for Now they're in this week, so they're in the lineup. So once we got this on the way, yeah, got them set up, and we're gonna have this right away. Let me get back to my GTA shit. Uh, let's see, antagonist. Yeah, we're gonna put that back, put that right back, and then put this back. And so my boy's playing. He's playing C Bono, CJ on here. I'm not gonna press nothing, but it is what it is. So shouts out to people that came in. You know, he said, my thing. Okay, well, I'm getting double of the chat. My thing is, Chris could use the same talking points. Why not support her instead of blaming Pearly Gates? My thing is, Chris could uses the same talking points. Why not just support her instead of her? To be honest with you, fuck both of them. I don't give a shit about them. Fuck every last one of them. I don't support trash like that. Last time I did that was probably last year a little bit. I don't fuck with her like that. Until I don't support Burley things. I don't know where you get that at. I don't fuck with neither one of them. And the reason I don't support neither one of them, they use the same talking points as a male because they're pick me's, but they're fuck me's. You know what I mean? They're just I call them fuck me's. That's what they are. They're fuck me bitches. They're the type of bitches that they never have any culture. You know what I'm saying? Like they try to be something no one fucks on. Man, if I would have told you off air conversation we had with them dudes last year talking about that bitch, man, she ain't got no leg to stand on. Like I just can't. I won't leave it alone because I know she ain't shit, and she tries to be um, Muslim, but technically she's Christian. But you know how it is. I just can't. For the life of me, I can't. Like a fucking crocodile. But let me stop. But she's the type that talks so tough, but no one cares about her. She talks bad about a lot of women, all that stuff. I don't support neither one of them. Fuck them hoes, man. They all in it for themselves at the end of the day. But I get what he's saying. I get what Absalom's saying. But I don't fuck with neither one of them. Fuck them. They're irrelevant. Anybody listen to them, something wrong with you psychologically. These are hoes, man. They just want some dick half the time. They're the type of bitches that you don't talk to. You know what I mean? Don't waste your energy on. Fuck every last one. Melly's cool. She admits what she's doing. She's thirsty. Melly's thirsty. And the reason I talk about Melly, she's entertaining. She starts shit, but she's petty, but she understands that one thing, it makes dollars. So she has that KS God like figure as a woman. She has that matchmaking abilities. I can't deny that. I gotta laugh at niggas that go on that show and act crazy, and then I have to call they bullshit out. It could be any niggas that's be on that bullshit. I want to. They say they're the baddest niggas on these spaces on these panels. I dare them to come up and say some dumb shit to these hoes that's overpowering that they're scared of and they ain't scared of. All right, they gonna clown your ass, and they already got you on the screenshot. It's just they're a lot smarter than they was years ago. Like y'all got to stop underestimate these females, man. These females, like y'all like to call them, which they're females or females. They're failures. But I'm not dissing nobody. I'm not dissing no woman. I'm just dissing those individuals that talks a whole lot of shit about so-called black men, and I'm just speaking my mind about it. Like them hoes ain't really about that. That's just a lot of people think they're women. No, they hoes, man. They just looking for attention. And our men are so fucked up in mindset. The reason I talk bad about the Pineapple Show, I'm gonna tell you a secret. It's the same shit I see all the time on these so-called dating shows, and these dudes get fucked up. It's somewhat of a dating show, but it's matchmaking. Then she's trying to say they're getting relations. No, they're not. They're fucking around and not caring. They're fucking around and not caring. And then the next thing you know, they be on your shit again, looking for some pussy. I get what Melly's trying to do. She's trying to get these guys some pussy. That's her old MO. And I'm not hating on it or anything. And this is a French woman, right? black French woman trying to help guys get some ass, but matchmaking style. You know what I mean? Trying to say, well, she's not trying to help get guys some ass, sir. Yes, ma'am, she is. If you study her work before she did that live streaming shit, she did it. She figured it out. She's like, oh, I got to go. I got to go. Let me stop. Let me stop because I'm talking way more shit and I'm gonna go crazy. It's Sunday Mass. You know how we do over here. But that's how I look at it. Most people just want to talk shit about these hoes and whatever, and they do too. I mean, they have some decent content. Don't get me wrong. I just don't fuck with them like that. I'm sorry, and the reason I don't fuck with them like that, it is what it is. Like they're hoes. Like, what do you expect? What do you expect? They gonna talk shit about certain people, and then she gets feisty with the niggas on there, want to fuck them. That's what the white bitch. What's her name? Pearly things. I was talking about her on the DTN one time and punking these niggas, and I'm laughing. The reason I'm laughing at niggas and then she challenges niggas too. You can't challenge a white woman, nigga. You ain't got no power like that. They laugh at niggas like y'all. They don't laugh at people like me. They're scared of me because I don't play that game. I don't want them like that. And they'll get upset. If you call them ugly and laugh at them, and I learned this lesson when I was younger, they'll get evil on you. See, they have that racism there. It's there. I know how to get it out of their systems. I don't have to talk to them. I just show them one eye contact, they go crazy. Or no eye contact, or rub my nose to them, they get upset. They get hurt. They're very emotional people, and they're erotic, and they're crazy. They're very narcissistic as hell. Nobody cares about them. Nobody cares about them. That's why they get upset. And if you say they ain't all that, they'll really go off. Especially anyone, no matter what color the woman is, they will go off on you. I don't care if she looks pretty. If you heard her confidence in other angles, she gonna come after you. This is what it is. I'm not saying I'm bad on it, but I'm just saying what it is, because they do that. Women are very emotional. You better listen to them, and they want your undivided attention. That's how they get down, especially online. Like, if you really want to get technical on panels, talking to women, my experience, what I've seen, it's not that bad. It's just they know what they want, and if they don't want a certain guy, that's fine. I mean, why hate? It is what it is, but most people are going to hate you regardless of what's going on. But, like, even if you're saying the nice things, they still going to hate you. And I ain't got time for that. I go, fuck. And being on panels ain't going to justify who I am. I already proved what I was last year and 2 years ago. I already did that. Y'all can go back to old videos where I did not have any gear. I was going to get some gear 2 years ago and be a panelist. That's why I thought, if y'all want to do the podcast, and then we'll talk about that for hours. I'll research links and we'll do that, and then we'll stay on it. And that's continuation. But if I ever did a live stream, oh, you already know it's big business. You already know this is big business. So you got to do what you got to do. And that's basically what I'm saying, You do things that matter, And that's the thing about me. I just don't really care for those individuals. But shouts out to APT. Y'all subscribe to his channel, please. Yeah, he needs a lot of subscribers. I want him to get at least like 600 or 1,000 like me. I need somebody that can be well balanced. I mean, I know he ain't got that much time on YouTube. Shouts out to him, but that's great. That's even better. Now you're living in the real world. I do too. It's just I don't be on here as much. That's why I took those hiatus off. Those years that I missed, I wasn't on YouTube. They try to say you was inactive. I was very inactive. I was on YouTube in the comment section, but not doing content. People do that all the time on YouTube. YouTube is what it is. People stop caring. You end up being a panelist. That's it. I ain't made a stream and I ain't made a video in years. And I finally made one 6 years later, last year, 6 years ago of last year when I started doing it. And this year I'm doing okay. Yeah, 2 hours in the books. We in here in 2 hours. I'll talk to y'all for like at least about 10 to 15 minutes because I know I'm going over and start talking. And I ain't gonna shut it down just right away. It's gonna get a feel to it. It is what it is, because some people don't understand. I've been doing this for a long time. Y'all must not know who I am. When I go after those niggas over there, them fez wearing niggas, I was clowning them niggas, man. And I had another guy that was in my comment section supported me. Shouts to him. I don't know where the hell he's at. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where the hell he at. If you whip me to the wall. Let me stop. I'm acting crazy right now. It's down. MF dude, rest in power. Oh, shouts out to Tampa. Look at him doing a Halloween stream. He gonna do his music. All right. I'll be like CJ. All right, straight gangster. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop. I got that off of San Andreas. Don't pay me. I am kind of silly. I am kind of silly sometimes. Them niggas. That's how them niggas you be talking like that back in the day. Them niggas is wild, man. But I'm playing this wild game called LA Noir. You know, once I get off here, I gotta finish this case about it's about Black Caesar case. I think that's the Black Caesar case. But we gotta find out who's fucking around with these morphines and dying. It's based off the 40s. This is when niggas was dying from morphine, from the war and shit. That was a potent drug besides cocaine and heroin. They was dropping like flies, dropping like biscuits out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta understand, this shit was real out here. That was out in LA though. That was years ago. Oh, here we go. Yeah, study of feminism. We're gonna talk about feminism and what it relates to egalitarianism. We're gonna speak on that. Yeah, we're gonna put it on political world systems. I'm just highlighting the shit right now, so it's not paid promotion. So we doing what we do here. So yeah, y'all check that out this Wednesday. Yo, I'm gonna do some reading, do some research. I'll have it on deck. Don't you? I'll have everything on deck. I'll tell you, November I'm here. So I told you, until January, you're not gonna see me a lot of stream all the time. I'll come back in February and just knock it out, and that's it. And then March, on the tail end, I'm gonna end Thursday Thrills and bring it back in the summer. You ain't gonna see me do Thursday streams like that, but you will see me doing content. Yeah, because I'm gonna have some different Thursdays. I don't know if I'm gonna do DTN. That was just a one-time thing. I'm gonna do something else. Try to do a shorter stream. Thursday morning stream, it'll be a pre-record. It's gonna be like a daily Thursday or something like that. We'll figure it out. I have to have an idea because I meant to do one this year in the morning and Friday, and I said that, and I will do that. I think I'm gonna do that probably. Yeah, since the fall is here, might do some pre-record Fridays or something like that. I may do that. Drop it on a Friday. Record on Thursday night, then drop it on a Friday. That's what I'm gonna start doing in the morning. Or do one on Thursday, and then Thursday Thrills pops up, and then I'm just here. Don't get me wrong, it's gonna be long. And I'm gonna do my thing. So shouts out to me, baby. Baby. Let me stop. I'm acting a damn fool right now. He says, sir, you want to get money? I don't care about no money. I don't care about no money. Yeah. Lay out. Let's see what's going on in the room. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know people don't want to participate, but that's just part of it. They're gonna hate a nigga like me. They're gonna hate a nigga like me, and their butts is stuck in Asia. We're not talking about any country particular. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We ain't stuck in Asia. Learn a pathetic language that who cares about, and those people are irrelevant. They're not a threat to the U.S. And yes, we're not learning Boy Chai. Boy Chai. Y'all get it? I'm trolling right now. Boy Chai. Black Democrat Republican talks. Oh Lord, this is retarded shit. Come on, man. All right, dude. Okay. I'll check it out later. I mean, I'll see. But I know y'all people won't be in the chat. I get it, y'all. Shouts out to him though, but I wish him well. I'm just doing me right now. So, I know my audience is not what it is, but that's cool. It's gonna grow in time. So you gotta forgive me. This is who I am. I'm a rough dude on the edges, but at the end of the day, I'm a shining light inside. I drop jewels every now and then. Y'all just gotta catch me on the during the week. See, Sundays I just talk my shit and don't care about people, because niggas they be on some bullshit talking about all this weird shit, but not really living in a realistic world or what people say real life. They're not living in a real world or realistic life that they said, or realistically they're not living that lifestyle. They're fake on here. It is what it is. I'm done playing with these niggas. I'm gonna crush them every chance I get, and I stop caring, man. I do me over here. But y'all gotta understand, this is the type of shit that we go through. But as a content creator, I understand another way. But and I know I got certain gear up here, and I'm just gonna unhook shit to let y'all know I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna set it on the side for a minute and then just talk to this other one because I'm wide awake now because I was dozing. I was getting bored with the bullshit. You know how it is when you doze off and you start sleeping. Oh, excuse me. I mean the belch. I apologize for y'all. It is what it is. But you got to understand this stuff matters to certain people. When you get in all in this other stuff, you just get caught up on the real stuff that's going on. But I don't expect people to change. And that's just it. And a lot of people say they change. No, people do not change. The only way they change, something bothering them, or they go in some type of healing process, or they just in there for the benefit for themselves. That's what people are there for. And I get it. I respect what people are trying to change their ways, but I don't fall for that shit. I'm always gonna hold everybody accountable. If something was done wrong to me or anybody else, I'm gonna challenge you on your shit. That's what I do. I don't care or win. Because people lie on me all the time. Like I don't give two shits about people. I really don't. They can go fuck themselves in the day because they ain't about that life. They just like talk shit and just runs their mouths off behind my back, but they're still cowards in real life. Like I said, I don't have nothing to say to certain individuals, and y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't give a fuck, and that goes to any of you niggas on the internet. I've been this way all my life, man. Like I give two shits. You can say that. That's a fair assessment. Yes, that's a fair assessment. Serenity. That is a fair assessment. Yeah, she's a yeah, and she likes to talk her shit, and she's psychologically damaging these niggas, man. It's hilarious. Like these niggas are so emotional. Like anything that goes wrong, the argument starts. I don't even watch her shit. I mean, I watched it one time and I thought it was interesting, but then I knew what she was on. I had to turn that shit off. I said, "Oh hell no, bitch! No, I ain't giving you no shine on my shit. I learned my lesson. White women be on some bullshit, and that's just what it is. But they all want some attention end of the day. So you gotta understand they looking for the D. But what's her name? Virtuous woman. I mean, shouts out to Absalom for sharing her shit. Like she said, don't stick your rod in them. But them niggas, you can't tell them niggas no. They'll stick it in anything. They desperate for some pussy. And you got to watch out for niggas like that. You got to be careful because they'll do anything. Our people will do anything. They're brainwashed to the point they'll do anything. I'm not mad. Just keep doing you, but I'm just saying they'll do anything and they won't stop to say they fucked up. Everybody fucks up every now and then. You just got to own up your own shit, man. Like, let's not act like this ain't going on. People have problems. People are sick mentally. So it's not like I'm saying anything different, like they have to be on this type of time. So yeah, it is what it is. Like they know what it is, and she's absolutely right. Yeah, she's fucking with him psychologically. And that's a good thing because you need to expose the dumb shit that these dudes do. And it's just what it is. It's just what it is. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go. But shouts out to everybody. Shouts out to Peace and Serenity. Shouts out to Absalom himself, APTV. Y'all subscribe to him. Please subscribe to him. And shouts out to who else? Who else came through? Tampa. Yeah, shouts out to y'all. Shouts out to people that came through in the clouds, whatever. Appreciate y'all that listen to me ramble on my shit, on Sunday Madness as always. It ain't really no panel popping over here. I just, that's just a suggestion if y'all want to hit the link or not. Y'all have a choice. You want to talk about something real, what's going on in the world, current events. I'm about current events over here. I talk about a little bit of everything, well balanced content. Sometimes I talk about the historical shit and put it in context, how the world works. That's what I do on this channel. Because my original channel, my old channel, I was trying to do that, mix it up with the music. It just didn't work. And then once I got hit by them niggas in the top and the beast, I had to restructure it and give it this a different name and come with like a living sword. So I had to come correct with my content. I didn't really have to come correct. I had to come correct with the Most High, and I said, "Look, I got to be serious about it, not play around with it." And, I got tagged. I bounced back from it, so it's not real easy. But doing this, but salute to y'all and the subscribers I got on the way last year. Now it's like I'm okay. I know where I can work with right now. Because last year that was nothing. Everybody's looking for cover, but this year it's like I see it now. So salute to everybody. Appreciate y'all. May the Most High bless you many more. Shalom and peace. And until next time on Sunday Madness, of course, we're going to have the 45th edition, of course. So with that, peace.